So hi, this is Dr. Tarun. I am here to present uh, a presentation on COVID-19. It is a pandemic timeline. So I will show you how the events unfolded eventually since the very start. So let's start. This is the structure of the COVID virus, coronavirus. It has a spike glycoprotein, membrane protein M, nucleoprotein N, and genomic RNA with an envelope, small membrane protein E. So this is the hexagonal structure. It has a RNA protein. So these are some points which are very critical of the coronavirus. The coronavirus genome consists of a single strand positive sense RNA. It belongs to the beta coronavirus of Coronaviridae family. It has a size of 125 nanometers. Number of spikes on the surface is 74. First confirmed case in the world dates back to November 2019 in Wuhan city of China. And first confirmed case in India was in Kerala on January 27, 2020. WHO gave the official name COVID-19 on 11th February 2020. COVID-19 was declared a pandemic on 11 March 2020. Lockdown was called on 25th March 2020. So next slide. Now these are the 7 coronaviruses that infect humans. Among them, the SARS-CoV-2 is the novel coronavirus that causes COVID-19. Among other than that, we have 229E, NL63, OC43, HKU1, MERS-CoV, SARS-CoV. And this is a transmission electron microscope image of coronavirus. Now I have some news clippings which I have arranged according to a timeline from 2020 to the recent times. So when the pandemic started, the Moderna company, they started making the vaccine for it. So Moderna to start the final stage of COVID-19 vaccine trial in 30,000 people on July 27, 2020. Now this is the Serum Institute. They started making Covishield vaccine. So they promised to make 1 billion doses of Covishield. Now I asked a question in one of my video conferences. So I got the answer. They were at that time they were using hydroxychloroquine as prophylaxis for frontline workers. So can we use them as in asymptomatic cases? So I asked them, and the doctors in the SCB Medical College, Kotak, they answered that you can take hydroxychloroquine, but it is contraindicated in persons with known case of retinopathy, hypersensitivity to hydroxychloroquine, or G6PD deficiency, or pre-existing cardiomyopathy and cardiac rhythm disorders. It is also not recommended under 15 years. So we all took hydroxychloroquine for prophylaxis. But we have to, after 8 weeks, we have to monitor the ECG. Now this is a protocol of how for the donning and doffing of the PPE. The gown, mask, respirator, goggles, gloves, and all. This is a high flow nasal cannula. This is very often used in the COVID ICU and in the general wards. So amount of oxygen delivered. So this is in 1 liter per minute, 24% delivered. 2 liters per minute, 28%. 3 liters per minute, 32%. So this is a chart for monitoring of patients of how much of oxygen is actually going to the patient. This is a non-breathing mask. It has 3 unidirectional valves. These are the one-way valves. This is a reserve valve. Expiratory valves prevents air entrainment. Inspiratory valve prevents exhaled gas flow into a reservoir bag. FiO2 is 0.80 to 0.90. FGF is 10 to 15 liters per minute. To deliver 100% oxygen, bags should remain inflated. Factors affecting FiO2 are air leakage and patient breathing pattern. Now, these are 2 news clippings. From now on, I will show 2 news clippings because there are many slides. So I am making it very short. So Brinker Pharma to sell COVID-19 drug Favipiravir at 59 per tablet. And this is Genbach Pharma launches COVID-19 drug at 39 per tablet. There are some pharmaceuticals who promise COVID-19 drugs. At that time, Fabiflu means Favipiravir was on demand and they were used for treatment. These are the COVID-19 vaccines worldwide and which phase they are on in 2020. Here there is Covaxin made by Bharat Biotech. That is the inactivated virus and that was in phase 1 of phase 2. This is the mRNA 1273 vaccine by the Moderna. That was RNA platform and phase 3. Similarly, many vaccines were there and there are in which pages they are mentioned here. This is a machine for Elisa. This is a brand for they were advertising this thing, and this also came in the Instagram advertisements. Now there are two major types of test for COVID-19. One is nucleic acid amplification test or RT-PCR. Another is serology. So RT-PCR is a well-known term. Many people have come across this term. This is the primary test used for diagnosing COVID-19. The test is typically performed nasopharyngeal swab, can also be taken from other respiratory specimens like oropharyngeal or lower respiratory tract samples. And for serology, antigen and antibody tests are done. So now this was a news that this lady, she broke the news that coronavirus came from the lab in Wuhan. So her Twitter account was suspended. And this is another news that rich nations have bought half the future COVID-19 vaccine. Now India developed the first CRISPR COVID-19 test Feluda that used CRISPR technology of Cas9 protein, which is very cheap and the result came very fast. Now, quadruple therapy is effective in treating COVID-19 patients. This is a very, at that time in 2020, in the last part of 2020, this was the news. They now also they are taking ivermectin, doxycycline, zinc, and vitamin D3. So quadruple therapy is it includes ivermectin 12 milligram one dose, doxycycline 100 milligram once a day for 4 days, zinc 50 milligram once a day for 4 days, and vitamin D3 once a week. Ivermectin, doxycycline, zinc are to be repeated every 14 days, and vitamin D3 every week with blood levels monitored. This is the COVID-19 management protocol, and this protocol has been changed many times, minimum at least 5 times by age. And this is the older version. The date is mentioned here, 21/9/2020. So I will show you the recent version in the last slide. This is for the asymptomatic cases, mild cases, moderate and severe. But now in the modified version, we have only mild cases, moderate cases and severe cases. So these are the symptoms. These are the mandatory treatments. We need not know these things now because it is outdated. Now this was the memorandum to the president's physician in the US. They mentioned that the patient will be given some specific drug that is written here. I'm finding out. They use the 8-gram dose of Regeneron polyclonal antibody cocktail. That is a polyclonal antibody that was given as a treatment for COVID-19, but it was not proved. Now, this is the advisory on strategy for COVID-19 testing in India as recommended by National Task Force on COVID-19. Situations where a rapid antigen test is recommended as the first line. Then all asymptomatic high risk individuals such as individuals age more than 65 comorbidities in containment zones. So these people will test for COVID-19. All symptomatic cases of laboratory confirmed cases, all symptomatic healthcare workers, all patients with severe acute respiratory symptoms, asymptomatic high risk patients, all pregnant women who are hospitalized for delivery. This is a long list. So now algorithm for COVID-19 test interpretation using rapid antigen test. Once the rapid antigen test is found positive, irrespective of symptom status, it is to be reported as positive. If it is negative, then we will think if the symptoms are there or not. If the symptoms are there like fever, cough, sore throat, then definitely send the sample for retesting by RT-PCR to confirm. If the symptoms are not there, it is asymptomatic. Then if individual turns symptomatic, then repeat the test by rapid antigen test or RT-PCR. Now, these are two news. Bharat Biotech Covaxin gets approval for phase 3 trials. So the Covaxin, when it was in phase 3 trials only, the vaccine was introduced into the Indian population. So that was a controversy. Now, the Feluda for COVID-19. FNCA S9 editor linked uniform detection assay. This Feluda is a highly sensitive rapid modality based on Tata CRISPR cluster regular interspersed short palindromic repeats. This is a gene editing technology. Now, remdesivir becomes the first drug to be fully approved by COVID-19 by US. US approves the use of remdesivir. This is just a directive released by the government of Odisha. So now this is news that 3 Australian kids developed COVID-19 antibodies without ever testing positive. They are found to have COVID-19 antibodies without having a positive test. So blood, saliva, and throat swabs were taken every 2 to 3 days. Now, somewhere in the world, they were reporting Guillain-Barré syndrome in the COVID-19 patients. So it can cause loss of reflex, muscle weakness, numbness or tingling sensation in parts of the body, and temporary paralysis. This was seen in both adults and children. Now, this is another news: mutations in COVID-19 appearing in Siberia. So at that time, the mutations were just starting to be seen. When the peak was just becoming flat, the graph became flat. Nearly it came down. Then the mutation started. Now that was a very horrific time in Russia. Nearly 20 lakh COVID-19 cases were reported in Russia. Now US approves first COVID-19 self-testing kit that provides results within 30 minutes. Now US approves the Regeneron antibody for treatment to Trump. So this was a news clip. I screenshot it to be shown here. Now this is another thing. 4 volunteers who got Pfizer vaccine developed temporary facial paralysis. This Pfizer vaccine, it reported many side effects in the population in the US and outside. 2 people suffer effects of Pfizer COVID-19 in UK. So warning was issued. Now another new strain of coronavirus that is more transmissible detected in UK. So another at that time new type of strains were found and it came in the news. But in India there was nothing like that. So after some time, Indian government started releasing statements that mutant coronavirus strain A, a super spreader, is now available in India. So now this is another news that pilot draws a series in the sky in Germany to celebrate COVID-19 vaccine. This is again the news about that journalist, female journalist who covered once COVID-19 outbreak. She is now jailed for 4 years. Now this is another news. 14 new cases of mutant UK COVID-19 strain reported in India, which makes the toll of deaths to 20. Now here India reports first 6 cases of mutant COVID-19 strain as 6 UK retailers test positive. Now, this was the viral image of the coronavirus vaccine, which made rounds in the WhatsApp and Telegram. And now, Covishield becomes the first coronavirus vaccine to be approved for emergency use in India. So it was the first vaccine in India to be approved. Now, India becomes the first nation to isolate and culture UK variant of COVID-19. ICMR isolated and cultured the UK variant of COVID-19. Now, Covishield, Covaxin vaccines approved for restricted use in emergency situation. Now, these two vaccines are only used in India, but soon Sputnik 5 will be used in mass vaccinations. Now, only it has just arrived in India now. This SII CEO Adar Poonawalla said their vaccine will be sold at 200 per dose to people at 1000 per dose. Now he has of course changed the dosage prices. Now India reports 16,375 COVID-19 cases and 201 deaths in a day, lowest since June 2020. Now this is another news. CoWIN app for COVID-19 vaccine registration. Now we all know we are registered in CoWIN app for vaccination. Now this is a guideline how who are need to register and who does not need to register. Now the ICMR DG said, Dr. Balram Bhargava, he said, don't know how long the vaccine is going to be effective. Now vaccination drive to pick up on 16 January. On 16 January 2021, the vaccination was started for healthcare workers and frontline warriors. The people don't want to be given chance which vaccine they will be taking. The government will be deciding on which districts which vaccines will be distributed. Now, after some time, we got news about death of a volunteer in vaccine trial due to suspected poisoning. There are some reports of side effects of the drug. The government lists the precautions for COVID-19 vaccine, says pregnant women should not take it. So this was a guideline by Government of India, but Foxy guideline says pregnant women and lactating women can take the vaccine given the benefit and risk ratio. Now, PM Modi launches world's largest COVID-19 vaccination drive in India. So more than 3 lakh healthcare workers will be vaccinated at 2006 sites. Now, this sanitation worker at AIIMS Delhi, was the first person to receive COVID-19 vaccine in India. Now, Pfizer number of people who died by getting Pfizer vaccine rises 29 in all over the world. So it became a huge concern. Now, this is a 23 die in Norway after Pfizer vaccine. So people got very much afraid about the Pfizer vaccine. So they are concerned that COVID, Covaxin, and Covishield will also be like that. So now this is another one. AIIMS worker developed allergic reaction. This is just an allergic reaction, but that made a huge news. Now seropositivity for COVID-19 found to be lesser in smokers and vegetarians. This was found by making a huge sero survey conducted by CSIR. Now 447 cases of adverse effects were reported after vaccination. 3 were hospitalized. Now 580 cases of adverse events reported after vaccination so far. 7 hospitalized. 2 died post-vaccination, no vaccine linked to 1. Postmortem planned for 7. These are the adverse effects following immunization, AFI, and 2 deaths were reported. Now, who should take COVID-19 vaccine and who should not? So who should not take the Bharat Biotech COVID-19 vaccine or Covaxin? Who have any allergic reactions, who have fever, have a bleeding disorder, or using blood thinner, are immune compromised or are on medicine which affects the immune system, or pregnant or breastfeeding, have received one COVID-19 vaccine, another COVID-19 vaccine, or has any serious health-related issues as determined by the vaccinator officer supervising vaccination. Now, Rajasthan woman tests positive for coronavirus 31 times in 5 months. Now, India government declared that the COVID-19 is successfully contained, no new cases for 5th of India. So this was very quick to announce because now we know the peak the cases.
I'm join the call. Can you get the bank page? No.
Now, India gives COVID vaccine to 17 nations, sent 56 lakh doses to help them. India took 34 days to vaccinate 1 crore people, second fastest after US. The government gained confidence that they could vaccinate so many people. Now, new cases started arising just after vaccination. With 6 states, they accounted for 83% of new COVID-19 cases. New double mutant variant of coronavirus found in India. So after some time, when they analyzed the new strain, they found that there are the double mutant variant of coronavirus cases. Now, strong evidence that COVID-19 predominantly spreads through air. So they found that COVID-19 spreads through air. That doesn't mean it spreads like kilometers apart, but it can spread in the closed rooms or closed halls. Means if a positive person is roaming around in a closed hall, then he can transmit to many persons even if he is 10 to 15 meters away. So this is the B.1.17 variant. This is a new variant of SARS-CoV-2 virus known as VUI 2020-12/01, lineage B.1.1.7. So this is a new variant and this is the structure given in the Medscape. It has mutant N501Y, Raffish binding affinity. The second is spike deletion 16700 deletion is hypothesized to increase transmissibility. Mutation P681H is characteristic of the SARS-CoV-2 variant from the United Kingdom. Now these are the mutations of concern in India. N501Y, E484K, E484Q, E484Q plus L452R, L452R, then N440K. These are the all mutations. And this particular is called a double mutation found in predominantly in Maharashtra. It is a mutation of concern and has potential to cause immune escape and increase infectivity. So there are more cases in Maharashtra. The Covaxin works against multiple variants of SARS-CoV-2. This was proved by ICMR. It is effective against the double mutant virus and also effective against other mutant viruses. Now, Covaxin neutralizes double mutant virus. Now, they were making a survey that how many people have tested COVID positive after first and second doses of viruses. It is only 0.02% of the first dose. Triple mutant variant of COVID-19 was found in India after some time. Now, India's Covaxin vaccine can neutralize 617 variants. Top US health experts. So, US health expert came to know that the Covaxin is more effective. So, people were craving for this particularly. But after that also, India government also announced that Covishield was also equally effective. Now, there are some prognostic benefits of the breathing physiotherapy that helps COVID-19 patients. So this was given for incentive spirometry. So the person can exhale through it and then inhale to increase or improve the functionality of lungs. Now, oral steroids, when used early in mild patients, could in fact compromise immunity and even boost viral replication, says infectious disease expert Parikshit Raj. It can lead to high blood glucose levels and contribute to increased post-COVID fungal and bacterial infection. So, Dexona should be given judiciously. And in mild cases, in non-hypoxic patients, it should be avoided. So if the cases are mild and there is no hypoxia, so the steroids should be avoided because it can increase in other mortalities, other comorbidities. So what inhaled steroids is proven to be helpful here. If you give inhaled budesonide, so it can be it will improve. Now this is a chart of how to interpret the values for the HRCT, CORAD score, and the CT score, or cycle threshold of the RT-PCR report. And this is a D dimer. You can see there are many numbers against it. So these all are known. COVID CORAD 6 is very high. COVID-19 suspicion with PCR positive, and CORAD 1 is no, 0. So mostly CORAD 6 comes if the PCR report is positive. And this is a cycle threshold. If you have 17 to 24, then it is high viral load. 24 to 35, moderate viral load. If more than 35, mild viral load. And this is the treatment protocol for mild disease, moderate disease. For mild disease, it is recommended for home isolation. For home isolation, and what you can take is tab ivermectin, 200 microgram per kg once a day for 3 to 5 days to be considered. Then this one is a new one that you can take the inhalational budesonide given via MDI or DPI at a dose of 800 microgram BD for 5 to 7 days to be given if symptoms like fever or cough are persistent beyond 5 days of disease onset. Systemic steroids not indicated. Now moderate disease. When you can say it is moderate disease, when the respiratory rate is more than 24 per minute or SpO2 is less than 93% on room air. What we will do? We give the oxygen support. Preferred devices for oxygen have non-breathing face mask. Non-rebreathing face mask. Now target SpO2 is 92 to 96%. Now awake proning should be encouraged in all patients who are requiring supplementary oxygen therapy. This awake proning I have given in the subsequent slides. Now anti-inflammatory and immunomodulator therapy. Injection methylprednisolone 0.5 to 1 milligram per kg in 2 divided doses. The patient may be initiated to switch to oral route if stable. Now, anticoagulation is given for prophylaxis. Conventional is unfractionated heparin or LMW heparin. Weight-based example enoxaparin 0.5 milligram per kg per day subcutaneous. Then we have to monitor for hemodynamic instability and change in oxygen requirement. Serial chest X-ray has to be done, and HRCT has to be done only if there is worsening. Now CRP D-dimer to be done every 40 to 72 hours. Now in severe disease, if respiratory rate is more than 30 per minute or SpO2 is less than 90% on room air, what will do? Admit to ICU. In ICU, consider for respiratory support, consider NIV, helmet or face mask interface depending on availability, or high flow nasal cannula. Or if the case is worse, you can give intubation. You can initiate intubation. It is to be prioritized with high work of breathing, or if NIV is not tolerated, then use a conventional ARDS net protocol for ventilatory management. Now anti-inflammatory for same injection methylprednisolone 1 to 2 milligram per kg IV in 2 divided doses. And then anticoagulation, same enoxaparin 0.5 milligram per kg per dose subcutaneous. Supportive measures, maintain euvolemia. If sepsis is there, manage according to existing protocol. Then monitoring serial chest X-ray, HRCT chest, only to be done if deteriorating. Lab findings, CRP, D-dimer 24 to 48 hours hourly. Then CPC, KFT, LFT daily. Interleukin 6 is to be done if deteriorating, subject to availability. Now for specific circumstances, off-label drugs which are experimental, we can use, that is the well-known drug remdesivir or tocilizumab, or now convalescent plasma. Now remdesivir has been used rampantly, and there is black marketing as well. So the protocol of treatment was changed to for specific circumstances. The mortality benefit of remdesivir is not proven yet, but still it is being used for COVID-19. So it is a bit expensive for one vial. So it can be used only in patients with moderate to severe disease requiring supplemental oxygen, who are within 10 days of symptom onset with no renal or hepatic dysfunction. Now recommended dose is 200 milligram IV on day 1, 100 milligram IV OD in the next 4 days. Now tocilizumab also similar. Presence of severe disease significantly raised inflammatory markers like CRP or IL-6. No, not improving despite use of steroids. No active bacterial or fungal tubercular infection. The recommended dose is 4 to 6 milligram per kg. Now convalescent plasma it is to be used in the following criteria: early moderate disease, preferably within 7 days of symptom onset, availability of high titer donor plasma, and usual dose is 200 milligram to be given over a period of two or more hours. Now, top health US health body releases the list of least safe activities to be done for unvaccinated people. So this is to encourage vaccination. Now, molnupiravir, this is a new drug that is active in SARS-CoV prophylaxis, treatment, and prevention of transmission, and SARS-CoV-1, then MERS. This may be a potential treatment. Now, not remdesivir, steroids and blood thinners are saving lives. This is to stop the use of black marketing of remdesivir. It is also a proven fact that the steroids and the blood thinners are actually the prognostic factors. They increase the survival. Now, Cipla ties up with MSG to make distribute investigational drug molnupiravir in India. Now, Russia's Sputnik 5 vaccine carried live cold-causing virus. The new vaccine to be introduced in India. It has already been introduced now. Now, the cases in India is rapidly and rampantly rising. Every day, many cases are coming. So in the last 24 hours, on the day the screenshot was taken, the total death toll was 208,330. The total number of cases was jumping to the world's biggest one-day jump. 386,452 cases were reported on that day. Now, these are the methods of pruning, self-pruning. So we can give the pillow below the leg and near the stomach and near the neck. So you can stay in this one position for 30 minutes. It should not be for more than 30 minutes. So this is one position for 30 minutes to 30 minutes to 2 hours. You can 30 minutes for 2 hours laying on your belly. Then after that you can change your position to this left lateral, then the right lateral, then again pruning, then again sitting up. In this position you can increase the oxygen availability to the lungs. So, but in special cases like pregnancy or spine injuries, or there are any pressure sores, then they caution to be taken. So, one 82-year-old woman, she beat the coronavirus in 12 days with this pruning technique in UP. So, the effectiveness of pruning is very important. Now, this person, he was getting aggressive calls over vaccines from India's powerful people. So now he has left India and he is living in UK. Now Bengal records over 17,000 new cases in one day surge. Now third wave of COVID-19 is inevitable. Government scientific advisors, they are saying that third wave may also come, and that is maybe very inevitable. So now, as in India there is oxygen crisis, the hospitals are not getting adequate oxygen. The patients are running here and there to get their own oxygen reserved for people. So now people have come with oxygen concentrators, which can replace or may be used in the place of oxygen cylinder. So what they do, these machines, they extract the air from the environment and they concentrate the oxygen level in it. So it can be used, but it has very less capacity. When the oxygen requirement is maximum of 5 liters per minute, it can be used. And use the device only on doctor's prescription. Now, this fast molecular images of B.1.1.7 COVID-19 mutation released. This was the cryo-electron microscope was used for this image, producing this image. Now, WHO updates guidelines to include possibility of airborne transmission of COVID-19. Now, India approves antibody cocktail by Roche for emergency use for COVID-19. Now, this is one cocktail, antibody cocktail that has casirivimab and imdevimab. This is to be used for treatment. Now, this is the most recent guideline that was released on 3rd May 2021. You have to take contact and droplet precautions for home isolation and seek immediate health medical attention if you have SpO2 less than 94% or SpO2 more than 24. But if the mild case, you can stay in the home for in home isolation. Same, you can take tab ivermectin, and if fever is not controlled with maximum dose of tab paracetamol, then you can use NSAID like naproxen. So as the new addition, and same budesonide can be used via DPI or MDI. Steroids is not indicated, however, may be considered in cases of high fever, high grade fever, and worsening cough beyond 7 days only. This was new addition that you can use steroids in very high grade fever, not in very less asymptomatic. Now, moderate disease also same, SpO2 less than 93% and SpO2 more than 24%. You can admit the person in ward and give oxygen support. And most of the things are more or less same in both these things. Now, this was I was telling about the remdesivir, tocilizumab, and convalescent plasma. They are to be used in specific circumstances. The high risk for severe disease or mortality are age more than 60 years, cardiovascular disease including hypertension and CAD, diabetes mellitus and other immunocompromised states, chronic lung, kidney or liver disease, cerebrovascular disease, and obesity. This was given by Department of Medicine, AIIMS Delhi. Thank you and stay safe. Thank you for watching the video.